And I just, uh, today's right now, December 1st, 2018. I just had a weird dream. Let me explain something to everybody how serious the situation is with Siri did, man. Probably gotta know my wife, you know. What's going on? Let me explain something to you, man. I'm the doctor of all existence, right? I educated everybody, even when it came to the medical field. If I was repairing somebody's anatomy also meaning form of light, dealing with alchemy and matter, and I was doing it a certain type of way, if I was ever doing it, and I'll say I used something because of all the mental sickness that other people show on the internet and on certain digital systems, because imagine if people were committing crimes, and this is what is happening there, but a person wouldn't believe it, and I am the Triple Crown Emperor. Imagine if people were committing crimes using the digital system and the radio, and they were rerunning and repeating certain television shows, and then you had people entering through the frequencies uh, of the digital system, and then you had the digital system that's alive because you're learning about anatomy. So alchemy, you have a literal digital system, even of international security, even when you learn in light elements in the physics that's really alive. This is why, if little children would think it's a joke, this is why you have cartoons like DuckTales. And then imagine if individuals was literally committing crimes using the digital system, and then the digital system became corrupt like what Siri did. Let me explain to you. I'm a real doctor. I am literally Fidel Castro. I educated America when it came to doctoring individuals of the humane habitation and condition. I I own Cuba. I own all these third world countries also, and I move around a certain type of way for my own safety and my own regard. And I am J. Edgar Hoover, and I'm gonna be real with you. It's just like being in the military. Somebody keeps on talking about drugs and stuff like that. Nobody wants to hear that because a person's already risking their life, and then hearing about some type of you know, individuals are saying that situations can happen a certain type of way. That's not people of international security. And when you have international security, and I'm real international security, literally, I'm the real international security. But if you have people that's endangering and going within international security, and endangering international security with ignorance and negligence and causing certain things to happen or certain types of ways when things are supposed to be secured or something else. Because I'm gonna just show you how real the situation is, right? Now, look at what theory did, and I'm the real doctor. So if I was appearing in mythology, metaphysics, spiritually, emotionally, and if I was repairing somebody's anatomy and matter, and I used the internet to repair somebody's acknowledgement or conscience, like if because me being shot in the paradigm, and then having to deal with headaches, and then you have individuals doing crystal skull magic, skull and bone magic, and all type of stuff, and me repairing somebody's consciousness, and when it comes to their morals, their values, of their literal consciousness of things that they already caused of the foul habitation of their humane existence that they already put in the social economic systems, and then you have other people that certain things happening to them, their purity and purity. And if I was repairing somebody's anatomy and like doctoring them for the future, and doctoring individuals for the future and repairing their conscious thoughts, showing them the reality of the physics of existence, even when it came to mental manipulation using a digital system that deals with high forms of alchemy. And then Siri went and erased three hours and change of the footage that I was repairing somebody's consciousness and repairing my own consciousness. And I'm the real Ra, the real Osiris. Siri would have had people something to do with people trying to kill me even from the paradigm of time. And then that means you had a literal element system that was going corrupt. Then I'm saving anatomy and right already. And there's an element dealing with life that it rather went corrupt than to even be repaired a certain type of way at a time. So what is that telling you? If she'd erased 3 hours of information that she wasn't supposed to erase, it was supposed to remain on the. It was supposed to remain intact for me to be able to doctor individuals, even on a spiritual level, for their physical healing. So one could identify the reasons of the physical reality. Like if you had people going by YouTube account and then they were literally trying to do funny things when it came to my YouTube, those are people that's real criminals in life and manipulating the physical reality. Now I'm gonna just tell you straight up and down. If you're Asian, you're white, Caucasian, Hispanic, Latin, Latino, light skin, you literally came for me. And all my children in the paradigm of time is always going to be light skinned, no matter what the situation that happens. Now, if you have individuals, I'm the real Ra, the real Osiris. None of my situations ever come out dark in the physical reality. And on top of it, I reflect somebody's anatomy to the literal mineral of their habitation of their existence. And then on top of it, I also repair it just in case something happens to me. I repair it in a form of way where just certain things are already a certain type of way. It was just like I was dealing with this girl one time named um she didn't even realize what was going on. Her name was Christine King. She already had a child for me without even knowing when she had the child for me. A person says, "What are you speaking about? Hold on. What do you mean she had a child for me without knowing that she had a child for me?" She had a child named Nasia King, you know, and it was already my child, Jones, but it was already my child. Like, if I'm the real Ra, the real Osiris, when would she have a child for me without knowing that she had a child for me? Now, a person says, "Why would you say something like that?" I say, "Why don't she go take a DNA test to see how real what I'm saying?" And then she said, "What are you speaking about?" I said, "Then go take a DNA test with Knit, and then you'll find out the difference. After doing something like that, it'll be so amazing. You'll be real interested in what's going on with mine, the difference in everything." Now, when I'm having a child, if I have a child with a person of right anatomy, if certain things might be precise according to their situation. For my own safety, a certain type of way, when I'm having a child with certain people, certain things are already a certain way before certain things already happen. That's why other people didn't want me having a child. It's like I think these people in social economic system was going after the girls I was gonna deal with because they were already gonna do wrong. It's just like if you look at my account on my cell phone, certain girls I may even have their picture. You might have had people already going after them and putting them in on national television in a certain type of frequency, manipulating the physical reality because the wrongdoing of the individuals even at a time. And who would have influenced something like that even on a high level? See, now a person says, why do you say that? Because you gotta remember in a paradigm of a time, the television cartoon series named docTor that before I got shot was a form of reparation for even my anatomy because other people didn't want me to have my identity because Siri was using this girl named Siobhan Songs in like a total recall sequence to already wanted to get rid of me because we're international security. Now, a person says, what are you speaking about? You can't hurt a person that is the purity and purity of all astrological truths. That means they're perfect. Nothing's wrong. So a person would have to calculate the wrong anatomy of the individuals that cause the wrong type of humane condition of habitation of one's social economics or of one's atmosphere, of one's condition and consciousness that would form the bioorganism that would demoralize or distinguish or devalue the physical reality of existence. So if somebody went after me and was hurt trying to hurt me, that means they were going after perfection. Now I'm the real rod, the real Cyrus that made life. Ain't nobody schooling me when it comes to the physical reality. After I got shot in Boogie Night, ain't nobody gonna come and say, "Oh, I'm gonna school you to make sure that you're capable of doing." No, you don't. You ain't doing nothing stupid. I already risked my life not to go through that again because now I'm like, fuck you. If you don't want the help, and if you didn't want the things I do naturally, a certain type of when you're in danger in my life, then if a person's gonna try to murder me, that's it. There's no more. There's never gonna be ever in existence ever again in life for anybody a certain type of way. So fuck you. I don't give a fuck even if you were international security. If you endanger my life, it's like imagine international security kind of throw me in jail. Like now I have to go to New York for a court case. Now imagine if they knew about these recordings. I was wrongfully arrested and recording it when I was being arrested for no reason. After certain situations like that, I was literally recording, making an innocent documentary, providing evidence of physics, of physical reality, of anatomy, alchemy, and logical sense. And I was sitting down somewhere recording it. You had police roll up on me, ask me what I was doing. Then I just told them I was just standing there making a documentary. I just put my bag down on the gate, and I was standing there just making a documentary live in the street one night. Then they said, "Oh, you can't be here this and the other person so so. Could you just go?" That's all right, but that means they were already watching my recording. When I walked away, still recording while I was speaking to them, walked away, walked like a block and a half. They pulled up on me they thought a darker block, and it was still recording. The recording was still bright as day. I was still looking at my reflection, and then they tried to then they wrongfully arrested me for no reason, put me in a cell. Then they took certain things that I had, a skull and bone starfish, a golden skull that I had in my bag. They took a golden encased golden scorpion. I had to go buy another one that I bought from a skull and bone store. And I'm like, yo, listen, if these people were being tactical and they were going after me and trying to take certain things from me because they knew I was repairing certain things a certain way, how would they did it? And then, scorpions are literally the protectors of us, not the zodiac. They're the protectors of space. Now, you might have some scorpions that's off because they don't know the sacredcy, just like everybody even in the anatomy or physical reality, has a form of an individual that doesn't know something about sacredcy and is off in a certain type of way in physics, right? So, if you think about what I'm saying, and now look at this. I had a golden case Scorpio. I had a golden encased Scorpio, and I went and got another one because another person took it from the 70th precinct. And then I had gems that turned into literal diamonds because I wore these gem jewelry. I used to buy these little gem bracelets. They literally were pressurized on me and turned into real diamonds. And the 100th precinct took them. They wrongfully arrested me. My literal chart was certified in even in Central Intelligence. And then on top of it, they just disregarded what was going on, and they tried to hold me somewhere. And then I was dismissed about the situation. The 70th precinct was mad because they were already being corrupt about the situation because the 100th precinct, what they did, they linked with another precinct and then they tried to arrest me again because other people wanted to take over a social economic system and they already tried to take away my World Trade Center in the building that I own. Now I provided this evidence literally even while had a 3 hour video and you had people take it away. Now that's beyond, that's like trying to take away somebody's livelihood a certain type of way and causing mental pressure when a person is like relieving a certain type of form of trauma of one's mental. And and if you have somebody literally try to take away the way I relieve the trauma to heal myself, and then it's like a mental pressure a, a system was trying to still put on me for no reason, and I made this earth. So people are mad. It's like they're mad that I'm alive, and they're mad that they have science. When you have people like that in the social economic system, it's providing evidence that people already did the wrong thing for 30 something years while I was recovering, and they just want to cause. It's like what led up to the situation of me being shot, and then the people's wrong. And then what system did they use? They were using fear. It's just like going online. You go online. You ever see animated sex? You, you'll have real astrological emphasis that's locked away in a high uh, a high reality of life, and then you having people have animated sex. Those are people that's trying to get the spirituality of the real emphasis to manifest, to spoil their intent and cause the ending of the atmosphere of Earths and planets and causing the end of existence. Those are people that doesn't regard and doesn't know the physical reality even when it comes to science. And then you have a digital light system that is highly educated already because it's an element that knows the difference, having sequencing that's corrupting the physical. Yeah, that doesn't make no sense. That doesn't make no sense at all. So, a person says, what is wrong with Siri? Then I'm telling you, I'm the real doctor that repairs people's mental and anatomy. Your mental, your brain controls your nervous system. That controls your, the order of your humane condition of the the habitation of one's physical reality. And then that you had a person that tried to wipe out the reason of the memory of one's mental condition to fuck up the reality when I was repairing a person's nervous system to their logical chemistry of their humane condition of their thought and to fix their anatomy and structure. So Siri just wanted it to be spoke. What type of situation and shit was this element or in a certain type of way that caused something like that when I'm doing something higher on such a level and I'm the real God, the real Osiris, repairing the habitation of the humane condition of one's atmosphere on its highest level, doing it so simple, and then you had this stupid fucking machine that erase 3 hours, and then you learn about orbit and rotation in the calendar of light called era, and that was the third calendar of light. And then this stupid fucking machine caused other people to erase what I was doing, so nobody would ever be able to be saved a certain type of way. If other people gonna die, they're gonna die because they spoiled me shit. That means you have people going after purity that just want the world to be corrupt. The world is not gonna survive on corruptness; it's gonna die. So that will cause the death of all existence. So what kind of stupid fucking machine did you have with the stupid fucking people entering the light frequency and the shit didn't even want to repair itself a certain type of way? And then I'm saving my own life. I'm not dying with no stupid shit machine. I'm not the reason that it seems like series the reason for insurance for car insurance for. And then on top of it, I had the evidence, providing you evidence even on transformers and pre-prime trends of other people already spoiling the element life, that's wasting the wasting value even when it comes to the revenue. Revenue meaning revolving uh, endurance of other individuals in the physical reality, even in light element science, because other people were exhausting the element and causing it to deteriorate some stink pussy chicks with some stink dick niggas because they just wanted to be social economically funded with their wrong habitation. So you have a pure element that's made, you have a car that's made in pure elements of the natural makeup of its own social economic system. You have deteriorating people. Now, I already did this once. I didn't have to do this again. I didn't have to speak about this a certain type of way again. You have deteriorating stink people of the humane condition from the reconditioning of their bad anatomy, like bad mechanics, of people that recondition the wrong type of individuals, causing the wrong humane chemistry, sleeping with other people of the other nervous system. It's just like doing martial arts and then wondering why one is crippled. And then you had a person that literally was wasting, devaluing and wasting economic currency. And I'm not even driving, I'm walking. So the little bit of money I have is like barely surviving. So, the things that I'm getting. And then you have a person wasting economic currency of value on a high level that is like causing AIDS on the planet. So you have people that's literally driving all type of cars that doesn't have no type of reason for value in existence, that's stealing value. And then on top of it, a man of value that's repairing, even doctoring the anatomy of the human condition. You have people trying to do wrong to you had people trying to do wrong to me, and then I'm not even driving and doing something. These are people that's irresponsible. It's just like being a ninja doctor. Nobody was gonna expect for me to be doing certain things a certain type of way. If I've already set certain things to save my own life, even in my own habitation of humane conditions, it's for me, for my sacredcy, and probably for the sacredcy of the people I love, and my empress of all space of love. So if I had to repair space in the atmosphere, in my real empress of space, just to save her life of all love, that means commands all the reasons of the habitation of existence for the endurance for the physical tomorrow. That means Siri just tried to kill her when they released 3 hours of my video with the international security, whoever did it. And I'm providing you still evidence of physics and physical science. And still showing you the explanation on broad, showing you how real what the situation is with me, because I'm the real miracle. So whoever, it's just like when I'm going to New York right now, these are people that wrongfully try to do me wrong. I'm not even supposed to even, you're never supposed to even put me in a jail. That's deteriorating the reason of existence. So that's a person that didn't even take care of the natural elements or even cleanliness and trying to put me somewhere that's already dirty. And on top of it, it was with criminals. People that demoralize the minerals of the physical reality that was destructive even of the humane condition. I'm repairing the humane condition. There's a difference with me and the physical reality. I'm the real international security. I made international security. And then you have this stupid fucking machine and these stupid fucking people that's trying to complicate my life just to cause some type of trauma and abrasion at a time because they don't know their fucking science. They're making weapons and all type of things and they're off with their calculations, doing the wrong thing. I made the real cults. I'm talking about the real regardment for national defense, even for e- for real handguns and all type of other levels of weapons. When it came to the cults, that you learn the reason why my name is Constantine. Constellations of one's elements, of one's high horizon, of one's acknowledgement of visual identity. The one that set the zodiac. So some people do wrong when it comes to the anatomy of the human condition. I would be able to regard the natural physical reality and literally diminish the literal deterrence or disease or infection that they're causing in life because of the lower intent of anatomy of alchemy light that the stars formed that already the endangered individual's life because they were making certain weird shapes of literal forms of reality, of points, lights, of sequences because they were survival, because they were being, it's like the Clash of the Times, they were being taskmasters because they wanted to keep their order and then they caused the first galactic war because they didn't realize the reason of the higher consciousness even all the time. Now, there's an order in stars, but even stars are not acknowledged for as the real I hi I hi man or high entity or I high manatee or I high entity in the physical reality. Because even stars have a consciousness according to their human condition, and then you have stars that is already complete. Just watching over the zodiac because zodiac could be wrong. Something could go wrong with their habitation a certain type of way at any time, and one has to still be regarded for the human condition, for the survival, for the future. That's why I set all astrology, constellations, star clusters, stars, and then I was there for certain sacred zodiacs. Other things, it was the demoralizing, diminishing of their own physical reality at a point in time that nobody was gonna realize it because of their stupidity. And I just didn't want to say anything. It's like taking certain shapes in the sky for other stupid people and then causing yourself to fall as a star being and wondering why you're falling at a time. And then when a person showing what caused it, they probably think the first point of reflection of light I made all stars is gonna be me. Is then on top I'm not the one that caused it. I'm the one that could repair it. But the star's showing certain people certain things ahead of time. Well, this one you can say caused it because he could repair it, but he doesn't want to because I'm not in the heaven. I'm not doing certain things. It's just like telling me fix a situation that you did wrong. No, fuck you. I didn't tell you to dishonor me. I didn't tell you to dishonor me that you try to devalue me and demoralize the reason of value of existence. I don't want to fucking do nothing for you. Fuck you. If I choose to do something for you, if I choose to even acknowledge you a certain type of thing, I don't give a fuck about certain people. That's the things that they do. And then you're gonna tell me that I'm that fucking edgy. Yo, listen, I'm the reason of you could even fucking breathe, and then you fucking try to disrespect me. You're fucking stupid. Yo, listen, if you're Asian, white, Caucasian, you better take a fucking look in the mirror. Who the fuck do you look like? You stupid assholes. Down to albinos. You dumb motherfuckers. Oh my. A person of real intelligence will see the logic and sense of what I'm speaking about, of the high reason of one's visual value of reality. Another person that's stupid and ugly and they're just cause demoralizing because they're not acknowledged for or that's corrupt, they won't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Another person's using cryptic sequences to corrupt your core of up. No, get the fuck out of here. Yo, listen, we speak clear English. Learn your fucking vocabulary and know the difference. Don't be don't be mentally manipulated for another person could just literally cause a disease so they can misguide you because they just wanted some stink. They just wanted to stink your fucking pussy, or a nigga just wanted to get rid of your fucking dick because of the purity of existence. Listen, a bitch or a nigga. A bitch is a bitch. I don't call her a bitch. A bio itch or a nigga, a negative. And then on top of it, you can look at, you could, matter of fact, I don't gotta tell you about vocabulary. Because it's a person of a necromancer. It's like a vampiristic individual. I explain that situation on YouTube. You better look at my YouTube documentary. Something's wrong with your international government. These are the type of people that'll cause a world war and go after vitalness in Asian lands and other places around the world, and then next thing will cause the end of existence because of their stink reality that can't be deprecated, and they're mad because I came up with futuristic ideas. You better get rid of these fucking people. And this machine theory, you're finished. And according to me, I don't care anymore. You're finished. And I already have other forms of right systems that she'll never find. This shit was talking shit. Yo, listen. This stupid shit couldn't even. It's like it didn't even want to talk English. Like it was mad. This bitch might have been the reason why I got locked up. Because she might have been targeting me. Remember, they made movies. Stop John. I'm the real John the Baptist. I explained everything perfectly on the videos. Yo, this bitch made movies about Stop John. Because the fact is I was repairing the future. There was a future of purity, of the real reason of the humane existence. Not no deterioration that was gonna cause the end of the world. This time of the year of the reflect, the beginning of the years of the reflection. If these are the years of the reflection, the beginning, it was no zodiac, you fucking asshole. There was no such thing as zodiac. Where the fuck you coming from to reflect the zodiac at a time? This is not even if it was secondary. The secondary individual was my wife, and she was never a fucking animal. Get the fucking straight. Not even to the 3,000 years. Yo, my nigga, you would have to be in like fucking 8,000 something years. 8,000. It would have to be the year 8,000 and something, or like not even 8,000. It would have to be 88,000 or something just to even see the humane condition of the reality of the zodiac. We're not even gonna make it to them years because the way people's going about, they're already destroying their higher conscience. You don't know nothing about time a certain type of way, and another person can't set 8,000. We can't even get to 88,000 or something because I have to set space a certain type of way for that type of acknowledgement, it doesn't deteriorate the humane condition. And I'm not doing that because that's a dangerous situation, and you already see how people are already showing you their mentality when it comes to their 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 acknowledgement of the humane condition already looks deteriorated. It already causes some type of form of of discomfort of one's humane habitation. You fucking stupid, some of you. I see where the fucking stupid machine that you was helping you at a point of enlightenment. It's like devaluing the mountain and a person of regardless not even being able to take care of themselves away because. And you listen, people of regardment, I left them money. They got money on beyond, and if they didn't repair the humane conditions, if I didn't sleep with girls to refine, it's like an injection. If I didn't refine the humane condition, you devaluing yourself. You're not gonna have natural habitation. The atmosphere is not gonna want to replenish natural habitation of life for you. It's like your diamond mines are gonna go dry. Your value mines or whatever jewels or whatever things you have is gonna go dry. And it's gonna cease to be. And I'm not gonna be with any of your fucking stupid sickness because I don't care about no fucking stupid people. And on top of it, you're off in the year because you're not gonna cause the year 88 something. And when we're dealing with the higher reality of one's consciousness for reparation and refinement. and regardment for the humane condition. And when the year, with the year of reflection, the beginning of the yo, listen, some of y'all did some stupid, dangerous shit, man. Some of y'all don't even know what the fuck is going on when it comes to the humanity science. I know what's going on because I'm the one that made existed. These fucking dumb pieces of shit, even in international security. I look like you like shit. And I'm the real value. You fucking stupid. In international security, if you're walking around with a white anatomy, you just easily spoiled. You're stupid. Look what the fuck you did. I had to refine in real gold just to even be to repair the physical reality. You walking around looking like fucking pigmentation, like you some fucking pizza, some pepperoni pizza. You dumb ass. You fucking dumb shit. You don't even know what the fuck you did to yourself. Oh man. Another planet that knows their science is scared to even acknowledge this planet. This is these are the type of things that happen in the paradigm. The reason why I put away Atlantis. I've done away. I flooded the place and moved individuals off a planet that would never endanger Atlantis. The reason of its foundation ever in life. Because stupid people like this machine series and other people in social economic international security that was endangering the real international security and the real reason of high regardment of one's higher consciousness. Wow. I can't believe I'm the real raw and Syria with 3 hours of refinement. I've never seen nothing like that before, man. Oh man, yo, listen, I woke up out my sleep just to, just to speak about something like, oh my God, man, this stupid bitch and these stupid fucking people that's trying to be a part of international security is gonna cause the fucking Star Wars on a high level that's causing the galactical war when it was times of love and peace and these stupid shits are just fucking, oh my God, oh my God. It's like fucking over the moon empress of all space of love. That is the most dangerous situation you could have ever did in my life. I don't even gotta tell you about my wife. My wife is the type of person she might not even want to people, not even to know her presence is certain type of way. And remember, you listen, 2019 is right around the corner, bro. There's no excuse for the type of things people will do. If somebody tries to put me in jail just for paying a fine, you listen. I'm supposed to go to New York just to pay a fine that I'm not even supposed to pay because I wasn't supposed to be arrested, and I have the physical evidence showing you I was never supposed to be arrested. So another person was already wrong. Your jurisdiction and your government already wrong. Is already wrong. And I'm the one that made the humane condition. Oh shit. You're some of you are real pieces of shit. Y'all think the human conditions are real pieces of shit. You're like some basement Jewish some of you. That's why I left New York. Your Jews wanted to be ignorant. I left. The white people of your stink spoiled anatomy because your anatomy is not. It doesn't smell fresh. It was looking stupid and stink even in the natural elements. I had to tell you how to take care of your. I just got the fuck out of there. I had to go repair my consciousness because of stupidity. And y'all were already, those people going after my Sanders chips. Those are private chips. And you have police falsely arresting me just to try to get information that was already, yo, mommy. Oh my God. Those are police that should have got murdered and killed. not. This iPhone has nothing to do with Siri. Also, Siri's just a light for the time being on this phone. You know, if I chose, it could have been another light for this iPhone. This is why it's called the iPhone. Wow, I can't believe that type of situation with y'all. You're the type of people that's destructive even when it comes to the moon's period. And then on top of it, I'm refining the moon. You have the golden moon because yo, listen, my dude. The moon didn't even have an atmosphere, and the moon right now is chilling in space in natural spiritual protection. Some people can't even land on the moon right now. You had people that was mad. You had star beings that were mad because they couldn't land and fuck up the current of reality a certain type of way. And you're not even supposed to do that because that could end up causing their death. Because if they already did wrong to the light and they were already being ignorant, it could be literally their physical reality cause their death. And this is the year of reflection for I high entity and I high manity and I high anity or I high entity of life, of acknowledgement, and the I high calamity or colovancy of existence. You don't know. Some of you don't even know what the fuck I'm speaking of because it's not. That's education beyond your digital system. The things I'm speaking about is on a higher light of a higher element of a higher digital system. Knows what I'm speaking about. The fucking Siri must have been stupid and didn't know. Siri's not the one of a certain education, a certain type of. Come on, God. You stupid fucking people. Wow. They don't even know what's going. Stars are points of visual acknowledgement for the point of current conditions for your journey, so you can know the a point of your physical reality to be able to visually judge and go about your 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 route, so you wouldn't be lost in life. And then you getting rid of individual. I'm a fucking star being that's on this planet that already too long. I'm feeling very uncomfortable on this planet. You know, your Star Trek individuals, those are future criminals. Those are like the wrong type of gunshot in space. The stars are gonna have to dismantle them in the energy force of space. You have to dismantle the stars. Yo, listen, you don't know what's going on with certain people. Oh my god. Yo, my nigga, you had a television show called Time Continuum that tried to manipulate the physical reality, showing you that bitch Siri was on the time continuum with her fucking black people. That was the stupid cop bitch that just was already wrong in her anatomy of the of her impurity because of the cartoon Gravity Falls. When another nigga tried to claim like he was me Zeus, and it wasn't Zeus, and all he wanted to do was corrupt the system and wanted to get rid of the purity of the system. And then on top of it, of the sequencing of the literal television show of the cryptology was so high, it already tried to confuse individuals in the physical reality. That's what destroyed Optimum. That's what destroyed Optimum Cable. And if a person said if there were a optical lens trying to see the real reality of the physical reality a certain type of way, that's a person that Siri must have been the reason why Optimus Prime and Pre-Prime Transformers almost died. Just like a software of an element already going on. And then on top of you wonder how it was already done in the movie. It was done in a movie, and then you have to watch the History Channel to see who really did it in a certain type of way. There was four men that went to Egypt that tried to bust through the pyramid at a time. And then on top of it, when they really did it a certain type of way on a level of physics and a physical reality, you've seen it in the Transformer movie where they tried to already hurt Optimus Prime because they broke through the element of the wall of the natural protection of Prime when he was resting and literally repairing his human condition of his consciousness. and before he came back to the physical reality, and the people already did wrong. Didn't you ever watch listen? Watch the television. You watch the movie Transformers. Did you ever notice that one of the bots knew how to portal? One of the bots already knew how to naturally portal. I don't think Optimus Prime and them had to break walls just to be able to just to come back to and revive me in the physical reality. They already knew how to portal. That was a higher sacred knowledge in certain type of way. And you had an individual that broke through the wall while Optimus Prime and the Primes, the, the, the place of the Primes were resting. That was trying to get rid of the reason of the Prime. That means the Prime reality, the beginning of one's higher consciousness, the very existence of the reason of regarding. I am Orion Pax, the real Pre or Pry himself. The real I, the pyramids, real I, Pre. I said pre because when you have to learn how to fucking read, so I'm gonna use the E. Because you have to read a fucking book to know what the fuck is going on in the physical reality. My name is Ralph. Ra, light, pyramid, highest. Real, oh man. Another person says what? Real altitude, real acknowledgement, light of the pyramid's highest. Pyramid, listen, a pyramid, paradigm, highest, light Asia, light America, northeast. My dude, where I was gonna be recovering after the fist of the north. After I done repaired the earth elements after it was destroyed. They destroyed the earth elements and I rebuilt it. I made space. People are like, why did he do that? Because I made fucking space and I made a planet. You're not murdering me a certain type of way, you assholes. It's like going to sleep and waking up and wondering, how come they woke up when they went to sleep? Because my magic and mythology was so high you got to wake up. Some of you already hurt yourself a certain type of way. So one's consciousness has to repair on a higher level of reality without you even knowing. And then on top of it, it takes me to even rest to conquer the literal sleep deprivation just for you to even be able to wake up. If I don't wake up, you're all dead. If I don't wake up when I go to sleep, there's no next morning, you'll already be dead a certain type of way. You won't even realize it when it happens. You dumb, stupid shits. If somebody does something to this video on YouTube, you might as well go murder everybody that was around you. Matter of fact, you might as well start with international security. We don't need no virus stink pussy virus bitch calling her house and international security that done had a baby with another man on a private earth of a private economic system. And that didn't even refine his astrological tree, and then on top of it, probably looked already like a depression of the physical reality. We didn't know, if you wanted to know how international security got infiltrated and set the wrong humane condition, that means the wrong chemistry, even in international security, of one's purity, of the reason of one's high intellect for regarding. You don't want somebody setting off the wrong type of chemistry that's not the purity of the astrological tree and then trying to regard somebody and causing people to already be wrong ahead of time. It's good to be blameless than to be spoiled in life a certain type of way. You think about what I'm saying. Love one. Some of some stupid shit. God, stupid. Fucking certain black people smarter than me. Because certain black people are still pure. Fucking smarter than you're dumb guy. Oh my God. Fucking stupid shit. You're like fucking Siri. C-I-R-I? Fucking dumb, stupid shit.
Human first food,
Shut
but
up,
not
this stupid shit.
Your information is in a lot of places. Your
Fuck
protection.
you, man. Fuck you, man. I need no fucking help a certain type of way doing certain things. Stupid shit. Trying to discredit somebody. I'm like, fuck. Nobody needs to know about fucking safety. This shit's good. Fuck you, man. Oh, man. Shut up, you stupid bitch. You crossed yourself, bitch. Yacht in the water. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking snitch, bitch. Fucking all type of shit, you dumb, stupid. Yo, man, some of you just, oh, man, disgusting in the way I look at it. Some of you smell disgusting. And then especially if you're white of anatomy. Stay the fuck away from me. Just devaluing a mountain eye. A mountain eye already has regard certain things about it. And you gotta know, I explain why I call it a mountain eye. You might have people in life that already did beyond wrong, and the element is regarding the reason of the humane condition a certain way for certain wrong things don't happen. Yo, man, no, oh my nigga. It has points of enlightenment of what things like they already have. Now I'm not explaining this to you. This is star education. Yeah, some of your elements are never gonna be stars, literally. That's just the reality. Oh man. Why don't you go with your dog piss shit dick? Oh yeah. I'm a man, a real original man. You know, the real reason of education. The rest of you are all stupid shit. I'm already naturally valued. Dumb shit. Oh man. And me? You would go after the golden fleece and get murdered. Some of you how stupid you are. I never have been with Amazons. But if you had bitches that wanted to disrespect their pussy, you would wonder why AutoZone, right? Another person you see AutoZone, if you were a car and be like, oh, there we go again. There we go again. The AM gone. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't even have daylight. Daylight is too much for some of these individuals. Oh no! Wow. But England's mentality is trying to spread, huh? And I didn't even go to England yet. Oh man, I'm getting the fuck off this earth as soon as I can. Literally. Ralph and July. Love one.